Today we're going to be looking at creating soft shadows with Blender. We're going to be looking at Blender 2.5. I'm trying to get acquainted with its interface. So here's the default view, and I'm going to hit 7 on the number pad to go into top view here. I'll hit spacebar, and you can search for plane by typing it out and click add plane. I'm going to hit S to scale that plane up. I'll hit 1 to go into front view, 5 on the number pad to turn off the depth, and I'm going to hit G and then Z and drag the plane down. I'm going to grab the default cube. I'm going to hit S to scale it down, like so, and then I'm going to hit S and Z and scale it up to make it kind of a tall cube there. So I'm going to grab that, I'm going to move it up here, and we'll hit 0 on the number pad to go into camera view. We'll hit F12 and see what we got there. So we got this cube, and it's casting a shadow, but the shadow isn't very realistic looking. The default shadows are very stiff and straight line, where a real shadow would be kind of softer around the edges. I'm going to hit escape to get out of that view, and we're actually going to move the cube down just a little bit so it's into the plane. So what I need to do is I'm going to hit 7 to go into top view. That's 7 on the number pad. Select the light and come up here to object data. I'm going to make an area light, and just by doing so you can see the line here. I'll hit 1 to go into view, front view. You can see the line going through here. That's its distance. If we hit F12 now, everything's going to be washed out and very bright. So I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to move the light back a little bit. But at any point, if this light is, or this line for the distance is going through your object is going to be very washed out. You can see moving the light back, move the shadow a little bit, but it's still very bright. So what I'm going to do is here with the light selected, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to choose distance, and I'm going to put down to 10. Let's see how that looks. A little bit better. The object's still close to the line. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit more. I'm going to put it down to maybe 7. Let's see how that looks. I think that looks much better. We still have the sharp lines of the shadow. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come down to samples. We're going to turn that up to 8. And size we'll turn up to, we'll start with 3 and see how that looks. We're going to hit F12 here again to render and see what we have. This adding the samples and the size is going to slow down the rendering, just as a heads up. But as you can see already, the shadow is completely different. It's very soft now, and the light's kind of wrapping around the object completely. So let's change the size of the lamp. We'll hit escape to cancel that out, and we'll come down here and let's try 2 and see how that looks. We'll hit F12 again. And once again, these are numbers that you just tweak for your project so you get what you like. So you get a nice balance of what you want to see and the speed of rendering you like. But as you can see, the shadow is starting to look more and more like a real shadow. I'm going to try maybe 1.5. Render it out again. And I think this will probably be pretty close to what I want. But once again, it's to your liking, what you want your scene to look like. But there you go. You've got a soft shadow there instead of the stiff straight line of a shadow. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you visit filmsbychris.com. That's Chris with a K. There's a link in the description. And I'm going to try to do more and more Blender 2.5 tutorials as I get more acquainted with the interface. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.